There is no wonder to compare with the sight of humpback whales swimming free in their ocean habitat. They are gentle, air-breathing giants diving into the depths with consummate grace and power. They symbolize the significance of life in the sea. Whales Forever is the motto of the Connecticut Cetacean Society, a small volunteer organization to help save the whale. I am Robbins Barstow, the Society's volunteer executive director. Cetacean is the scientific name for all whales, dolphins, and porpoises. There are over 80 different species of these special marine mammals, from the small 4-foot harbor porpoise to the giant blue whale, 100 feet long, the largest creature ever to have lived on planet Earth.
Whales and other cetaceans are classified in two main categories. Baleen whales have fringed plates of baleen hanging down from the tops of their mouth. There are just 10 of these large species of whale, including the blue, humpback, and right whale, shown on this chart in comparison with a tiny human swimmer. Toothed whales, of which the 60-foot sperm whale is the largest, include all the other 70 species of cetaceans, including many different species of dolphins and porpoises, most of which are less than 15 feet long. The 45-foot humpback whale, with its long white flippers and point-tipped tail, is the most popular of the baleen whales. These are the whales most frequently seen on whale-watching excursions out of Provincetown and other Massachusetts ports, often swimming of their own accord, right over next to the boat, to fill onlookers with unsurpassed awe. One summer, on a trip to Newfoundland, a group of us in a small Zodiac had an unforgettable encounter with a pod of
giant 45-foot humpback whales. We were right in the middle of them, so close that we could almost touch them. From this tail, we had to look far out over the water up front to see the head appear. That morning, we had a marvelous opportunity to observe the great variations in the patterns of black and white markings on the undersides of humpback whale tail.
From these unique markings, scientists have been able to identify and give names to hundreds of individual whales. The humpback is also the most acrobatic of the great whales, sometimes leaping high out of the water time after time in a mighty breach. This whale, filmed breaching off Selwyn Bank in the North Atlantic, has been aptly named Pegasus, the Flying Wonder. Free in the open sea, these whales seem to enjoy peaceful contact with humans. The 100-foot blue whale beggars description. This encounter was filmed on a cruise off the Pacific coast of Baja California. Then suddenly, we see a spout shooting high into the air. It is different from any we have seen before. Yes, it's the spout of a blue whale. This lone specimen, leisurely cruising along in this Baja waterway, was estimated to be about 70 to 80 feet long. And almost everything about a blue whale is a superlative. Its tail measures 15 feet from tip to tip, the widest of any living creature. The whale comes up right alongside the ship and gives us an unsurpassable view. The fin whale is a sleek and fast-swimming leviathan which we filmed here from a Zodiac off Newfoundland.
These greyhounds of the sea, 60 or 70 feet long, cruised along the surface with just their backs showing, propelled by the smooth up and down underwater pumping of their powerful horizontal tails. We had had the rare privilege of a dramatic, close encounter peacefully with the second largest animal on Earth, the fin whale.
The 50-foot gray whale migrates every year down the Pacific coast from Alaska to Mexico. We hear the whoosh of their spouting as they expel the stale, warm air from their huge lungs and then inhale fresh air to sustain them while they continue their journey underwater. gray whales give birth to their calves in the lagoons of Baja California. Here, to the left of the mother's broad back, a very small baby gray whale comes up for a breath. What a sight. In earlier years, the 50-foot right whale was considered the right whale to kill because it was slow-moving and provided much oil and baleen, the fringed baleen plates hanging from its upper jaw, keep in its mouth the small fish and other organisms which it feeds. Slaughtered to the brink of extinction during the last 2 centuries, today the northern right whale is considered the most endangered of all great whales, with only about 400 of them remaining alive. Intensive efforts are being made to save them and protect them from ship collisions and from fishing net entanglements. This specimen, filmed on Stellwagen Bank in the North Atlantic in 1986, clearly shows the distinguishing bumps or callosities on its huge head and the bow-like shape of its great lower jaw, as well as its beautiful tail.
Together, the killing of whales it must end, and let us return to the oceans as humans, a whale's good friend. As humans, a whale's good friend, and let us return to the oceans as humans,